What's good? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, it's good. If you've been here, it's good. I'm glad to have you here. Today, I want to chat a little bit about being a being a great artist, and I want to kind of talk about like the sauce and like the path it takes to becoming great and to becoming one of them ones, and to just becoming the best artist that you could be. And I want to talk about the lifestyle that is required to become a great artist, especially in today. I feel like the lifestyle to become a great artist has always been the same for real, but nowadays I feel like there's more. It's super cliche and super predictable, but there's more distractions, and there's more things stacked up against you with like social media, like all this other bullshit to distract you from anything in general, pretty much whatever it is you want to be. But I'm an artist, so I'm gonna speak to that experience. You feel what I'm saying? There's a YouTuber that talks about this, talking about he calls it like the creative athlete, and I've been talking about this too for a minute, but I just want to talk about it because this is like the lifestyle I've been living for like the last like I'll say 6 weeks or so, but specifically like the last 3 or 4 weeks. And basically, the thesis for this video is that the same energy that it takes to be a great athlete is the same amount of energy it takes to be a great artist. Like they're literally intertwined. They're basically the same thing. Like literally, like being an artist and like being an athlete, they're not really about like the results, or they're not about like the big wins or like the big outcomes, I guess you could put. Like I said, the results is the same shit as what I said before. But it's not about that. Like with art, it's like first, yeah, with art, for me specifically, it's like music. So it's like um a lot of times with music, it could seem like you're doing music for like all like the flashy shit that goes into music, like the attention or the money, or like going on tour, or like all of these really cool like lifestyle things that people see on the outside, but nobody really fully sees into behind the scenes of what it takes to be an artist. And me recently, I've had experiences where I was able to kind of pull back the curtains a little bit and also just see other people on the same path as me. And I realized like recently, like I feel like it's not discussed how much work really goes into being an artist, and how much work goes into being a great artist. Like all the art, all the great artists we see, we only see their highlight reels. We only see the smallest little fraction of what it actually goes into it. And if you were able to pull back the curtains of what it takes to be a great artist, and especially what it takes to be a financially successful artist at the smallest level and at the biggest level, like you don't have to be like Bad Bunny or like the biggest, like most commercially successful artist to be living a certain type of like like great lifestyle. Like for instance, one of my favorite artists is Bad Bunny, and then on the other hand, one of my favorite artists is Billy Woods. And in terms of like status and like commercial portrayal, the way they are seen, it's completely opposite. Billy Woods is like this super low key, super mysterious, not that famous artist. I mean, he's famous in his world and he's GOAT in his world, and the same with Bad Bunny. But the thing is, both of these artists most likely live a very disciplined, a very rigorous lifestyle to like maintain this quality of work that they put in. And it's like like I said earlier, it's akin to being an athlete. If you were to pull back the curtains on somebody like LeBron James, or like any like successful and financially successful like athlete, it's gonna be almost identical to an artist. Like they're gonna be working their ass off basically every single day. Like what they do is they practice every single day. Like think about like I said, like a successful or professional athlete, what do? They work every single fucking day. But what are they doing? They're practicing every single fucking day. And then what do we see? We see the highlight reels whenever they are playing games, or whenever they play their games, they show up and they show out. But we don't see all the rigorous work and discipline and like extra layers of shit that goes into it. And that's the type of way that we should be. Like, if you want to be a serious artist, you don't have to want to be the most commercially successful or biggest artist. Take money even out of it. If you just want to be the best artist that you could possibly be and fully see the quality of work that you are able to create, you got to put those motherfucking reps in. It's going to take like a level of discipline. Like, you gotta show up every single day, and it's not about like being on some like hustle culture shit where you're like overly working yourself just for the sake of working and just staying busy for the sake of working. But you do gotta show up damn near every day and at least get one rep in every single day. Like, whatever your medium is as an artist, bro, like, you gotta treat it like a practice, and you gotta treat it like something more serious than just like something you do for fun. Like, there's some people that do have an art, like they have a specific medium and they have a specific like passion or art, like artistic medium that they choose, their artistic medium of choice, you feel what I'm saying? And they just do that shit in their leisure time, and they just do it when it's fun, they do it when inspiration comes, and they just show up when they want to, you know what I mean? There's no discipline. It's kind of like just like it's like this free flowing kind of like leisure, like laid back approach to their art, and that's cool if you don't take this shit serious. Like, if you want to be a great artist, you can't move like that. You gotta show up and show out. You gotta show up every single day. And you gotta show up every day and treat this shit like a sport. You gotta show up every single day. Like, for me, whenever I do my music, I make sure to do one verse every single day, minimum. And I'm trying to get to a point where I make that. No, I'm gonna just do one. I do want to get to a point where that's minimum, and I do shoot for higher than that, because I have had days where I could write just hours on end all day type shit. But like, yeah, like, it's like you gotta show up every single day. And another big realization I had is like I realized, like, peeking into like the industry and peeking into like what like a lot of like professional artists' lifestyles actually look like. There's so much more that goes into it than we even realize. Like, I already said this earlier in the video, but like, there's certain like levels of like studying and education that goes into it too, type shit. Like, these artists know music, like your favorite artists and your favorite rappers even know like music theory. They understand, like, at least at a baseline, they understand like audio engineering, like production, and like even if they're not producers, they understand this. And like, even in terms of like song structure, a lot of your favorite songs are way more structured than you would even realize. Like, whenever you learn the structure and like the way, like the patterns, like the things that go into writing songs, and like the way these songs are made and how much effort goes into making one song on its own, you realize that these people are doing this shit at a very different level. And if you want to take your shit serious, you have to do it at that level. You gotta work your fucking ass off and be as disciplined as you can and take this shit serious. You want to be somebody that plays ball for fun and just shoots whenever they want to and just like does this shit for fun, or do you want to be somebody that does this shit and takes it serious and takes it as far as they possibly can? I mean, you don't have to do you don't have to do the latter if you don't want to. If you do art for the sake of just doing art and having fun, kudos to you. I have a lot of respect for that. But me personally, I'm trying to seize my potential, and I'm trying to see how far I could take this shit. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say on this. I hope this video was somewhat insightful. I hope this video got the point across of being a creative artist. I'll put the link to the YouTuber that talked about this, although this idea was something I kind of been formulating too on my own, adding my own spin on it in a way. Either way, I fuck with that guy. I hope this video got the point across. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.